Hello, hello, beautiful people. I miss you guys so much. I'm so happy. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm so really happy because I did not know. I'm telling you guys, this was not my bingo guard. I did not know that I was gonna like talking on YouTube so much. Like, just me sitting in my shirt, just a t-shirt, because you know I'm an anime nerd. Not by choice. I do have two boys. But just sitting here in my anime shirt and just planning out little tidbits I want to talk about today. It's so it's so nice and therapeutic. And I can't wait to make the next one. But focusing on this one right now, this is the bonus. Clock it. Yep, this is the bonus clip. Um that I said I was gonna make when I was going through it at the hospital. One thing about me, if I make a promise on the internet, I gotta follow through. So this is me following through. And what better way to do that? I thought to myself, what better way to like really like make this bonus video count? And I figure, why not talk about Non.Sense Studio? The whole purpose of why I call it Non.Sense Studio. And not just the purpose. I also want to talk base about like my art and stuff like that. My art, which is basically my inventory, which is basically my products. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. And I also want to talk about my purpose and a little bit of the history of Non.Sense Studio. Get used to me saying that a lot. Matter of fact, just take a shot. If you're over 21 and you got a little tequila, just take a shot, girl. Just take a shot every time I say Non.Sense Studio, because I promise you, I'm most likely gonna say it a lot in this video. So be prepared. You have been warned. I hope I got to see you guys at the end, towards the end. So yeah, there's that. How my brain works is very, very unique. I honestly make jokes all the time. Like I should. My brain should go to science because how I think in this world is very, very crazy. But it always makes sense. It always makes sense. So when I came, how I came about um for the name for my business, it was just really out of nowhere. Um, I just had this urgency after my 30th birthday to just really do something different, and that wasn't gonna box me in to just do and in my small city call Lansing. Like I'm gonna just tell you guys something that you probably don't know, but I this is not my this is not my first. Yeah, this is not just my first business. This is actually my second business. My first business was a physical business, so I did like photography, the 360 photo booth. Like that period of time was great for like 3 or 2 years, but like I said, I just after my birthday, I've had this urgency in my gut to like just do something more and not settle for like seasonal type of money and support from my community. Like you know how that thing goes. Like when you live in a city for too long, people pick and choose when they want to support you, and I just for the sake of my mental health, I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So that's where I said like the name came before the business, because I knew whatever I came out with, it was not going to make sense, but it was no longer was just going to be a physical business. It was going to be an online business. And I'm so happy I made that transition and I had that, light bulb moment, because ever since I made that decision, like things been going in my favor mentally. Having the creative outlet to make something and people like it or share it or take interest in it, it means everything to me. And it's okay if nobody like buys it right away. it's something so fulfilling to know that I know what I made exists, and it means, and it's good enough for some people or a lot of people, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. That's how nonsense came a play. And after a lot of social media research, because I had to make sure nobody had the same spelling as me, turns to find out they do. There's a lot of people that have studios that have nonsense in the word or the term. So I had to really, really dig deep and figure out like how I was gonna make it my own. Because one thing about me, I love a good challenge, and I'm gonna make something my own one way or another. So I came up with this: a capital N, lowercase o, lowercase n, period, uppercase, girl, my brain. Anyways, came up with an uppercase S, lowercase e, lowercase n, lowercase s, lowercase e, and then you got nonsense. Now I want you to take note. The reason why I put the period in the middle between non and sense is very, very crucial and very important, despite the chaotic spelling that you see just by glance. It was important to put that there because that in this journey that I will be able to do two things: always do things by logic and always do things by feeling. So basically, in a sense, it was a place where I could just pause, breathe, and go back and forth with that boundary. It symbolized in a sense of like where my creativity can override all my senses and I can go crazy and do whatever my heart's desire, because I have a lot. Trust me, your girl has a lot. I have, at this point, I have so much supplies. I have so many junk things, and um what else? What else I have? I also have like a hot gun glue. Um I'm like, the last bit of things I need to get is like clay materials. What else I have? A hot gun. Like, your girl been hustling really, really hard to get everything together because I just didn't want to have these ideas and not do it. Like, when something comes to me, I just wanted to be able to come to me freely, and then I just be able to do it right then and there, because that's just how I function, and that's just how it makes sense. Is that is that probably the right thing to do? I'm not sure, but I do know I'm happy this way. Um, Taking my time and being able to like know I have options to either do things by feelings or do things by logic, like really, really keep this ship at ease. Like I said, I have a very, very special brain. And if I don't keep it in check, yeah, it could get bad, really bad, really bad, really fast. So that's that. That's the meeting and moving forward. Non.Sense Studio was never supposed to be pretty. Non.Sense Studios was never supposed to be um very uniform. I like that it's messy. I like that it doesn't make sense. I like that people had to like do a double take and be like, what is she making? What is she talking about? Like, I like that. I like that. Because if it piques your interest, then I know that I'm just halfway there getting you onto my side and see how fun it could be to be able to take the time and have the opportunity to be able to pull out a junk journal kit and like put it in your junk journal or scrapbook and elevate it in a way that's uniquely you. Just like this blueprint, It was never supposed to be, you know, appealing to people that value structure. My life is not like that, so I most definitely didn't need a business to be like that because I thrive in chaos. It's not something that I just voluntarily wanted to do. It's just something that, I grew up all my life to just be able to survive and handle any crisis. Even in my professional work life, like as a security officer, I had to handle crisis as they come. No matter how low of a priority or high of a priority it is. Being able to roll with the punches, like I said, I want to highlight, it's a skill. Not everyone can, you know, wear very well, but I do, and I take pride in that. So that's why it was really, really important to me to be able to like be authentic as much as I can, making this business so when the day does come and you see my name all over the place and the lights and stuff and brand deals and stuff, is you'll just know that feeling. You'll just know that it came from humble beginnings and it's never going to change. Is feathers. I'm going to soar. I know I'm going to achieve great things, and I'm going to do it my way, and I just honestly don't care how long that's going to take. Because you can't polish something real. You just can't. You just can't. So, and that's just a little note for my checklist that I want to mention. Also, something I really want to mention is that Non.Sense Studio is supposed to be a home. It was supposed to be a beacon of hope for people who are overthinkers, like empathetics, like misunderstood creatives or artists. Like I really want those type of people to be able to identify immediately when they see the name and know that this is a special place and that they're welcome and that whatever I have to offer, they could take with them and make it their own as well. That's the beauty of the Non.Sense dream that I have. Like, that's it. I don't know if you're aware of this, but junk art, junk art doesn't perform. It doesn't pretend. It doesn't match a Pinterest board. It's just is what it is. Why? When I came up with the name for Non.Sense Studio, I knew that I wanted to create something that was going to provide people a head start, comfort, or a sense of joy. Those three things. So with the junk journal kits, I automatically knew that the kits were going to be able, because I see them on Etsy all the time. So I knew the way I was going to do my kits, it was going to remove the fear of how do I use this, and just give a lot of people a permission to like play around with it, make it their own based off a certain feeling or theme. That was my biggest goal. Um, Hence why my previous projects were all just based on holidays and stuff. That's why I'm really, 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 really looking forward to 2026, because I'll be able to not just make things based off holidays, but also be able to make things off feelings. So have a junk journal kit for someone that's feeling sad or lost a loved one or graduated from high school or like the endless possibilities. And I'll be looking for my community for help too. Like I'll be looking for you guys' help too, because I can't think of all these good ideas on my own. If you guys ever have any good ideas, like drop it in my comment section. Like, I would love to hear it. I would love to be able to make it and post it in my shop, because that's just the type of person I am. Is just making things that weren't available at first, but now it is. Kind of like in a sense of me, like of just existing in this world. Like, I don't know. That did not make sense. Maybe it did make sense. But moving forward, that's what the kits are for, and that's why I started with those first for Non.Sense Studio. I felt like after the kits, I could do so much better. I could do even more. So that's why I move into the keychains and stuff. And the junk keychains are so fun and so quick. I've run out of so many beads so fast because I have like so many different color combination ideas. Like, I even did a whole calendar keychain thing for the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'll be posting about that soon. Can't wait to do that. I'll be posting about that soon. But I did a whole thing for the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I just have a whole bunch of these characters, and I make junk keychains based off each personality, each thing, and I just can't wait. I can't wait to sell those, and make a whole Christmas tree out of it too. I'm gonna try to stay on topic. That's a different type of video, but the junk keychains were supposed to be like just time capsules time capsules. How about I just say keepsakes? Yeah, keepsakes sounds better. They were just the junk keychains were supposed to be something I created to be able to be a keepsake and carry with you wherever you go. I know me. I can't get home and I can't go to work without my keys. So having my keys and knowing that, like, is uniquely me, and it makes me smile every time I open the door or close the door or lock it up. Like, it doesn't matter what if I look good or not good outside this world, as long as my keys are put together, my wallet is where it needs to be. Like, I'm good. I'm great. So I'm really happy about, you know, adding the keychains underneath the Non.Sense Studio umbrella, and then it's after doing the keychains I realized how far. I had to ask myself, how far can I really take this? How many junk things can I really make? And it turns out, according to Pinterest, according to Instagram, according to TikTok, you can make a lot. I mean, a lot of things. There's a market for a lot of junk things, and people eat it up and love it. And I'm a big fan for a lot of creators that do like one certain thing and make a lot of junk things out of it. I'm a big fan, like that whole world completely. So I feel like whew, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting all excited. Let me calm down. Let me just take a drink. Okay, that felt good. The junk creations. Let's just say, because there's a big niche out there to make a lot of things junk related, like sunglasses, um, i AirPod cases, cell phone cases, magnets. The possibilities are endless. So that's why I really want to make sure that when it came to my junk creations, I wanted to make sure that they were accessible and they were art worthy for a lot of different hearts, a lot of different souls out there. Yeah, that's my junk business behind the Non.Sense Studio. And yeah, it sounds silly trying to turn junk into treasure, but I'm really confident and I'm really hopeful that it's all going to work in my favor. In a year from now, 3 years from now, whatever, I can say confidently, like, this is where the magic happened. And this is when, like, ding, like, this is when everything took off. Because I was a firm believer that anything could be beautiful, regardless if it was messy, chaotic, or a nonsense creation. That felt good. Oh my god. Whew. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, let me start that again. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Um to make it at the end of this entry. I'm so proud of myself. All good feelings, all good things. Anyways, I definitely have all the chills right now. Um I really do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to take just a little bit of your time to just yap about my business, Non.Sense Studio. Non.Sense Studio. Non.Sense Studio. Um, I really do appreciate it. Um, to have the opportunity to talk about my small business, my small junk business. Um, I really do appreciate. I want to highlight that I really do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to also, once again, talk about the history, the little bit of the background of the business and the purpose. And I think we talked a little bit about, just a little bit about the art too. Yeah, did we? Yeah, touch base a little bit about the art too. And that led me on this journey to document for my future self. Because right now, those were my two biggest motivators, was to just make the broker blueprint, just not for myself, but for others too. Um, but if I miss anything, leave it in the comments, and I promise you, if you talk to me, I'll talk back. If you have any like helpful resources or something, oh my gosh, my pen almost fell. If you have any helpful resources or anything, or tips and stuff that you would have wished you done in your beginning of your journey when you started your business, or if you're still in the beginnings like myself too, um you're welcome to put that in the comments too. I promise you I read them. It's not like I have anything else to do. Just kidding. I usually do. But I do like to read comments and stuff, and I do like to make other comments. So yeah, type away if you like. There's no rush. Um and also, yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, honestly. Again, if I can't say it enough, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me for a minute. And I'll see you guys in the next entry. I can't wait to make that video, because yeah, we're coming to an end of a close. We're coming to the end of a chapter of 2025. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. But yeah. Okay. Bye.